Hi, good afternoon. I'm Hannah. So I'll be presenting New Valley and the latest updates going inside our estate. So New Valley is currently Ayala's flagship and largest sustainable estate at 2,400 hectares. When this was launched, this was at 1,690 hectares. So it's very accessible through the major public roads, namely SLEX and CALAX. But for public transpo, you can take the P2P via One Ayala. So it's just a point-to-point bus system. For our master plan, I'll just like to brief you on our master plan. As you can see, we've segregated into three districts, namely the New Valley North, Central, and South. Primarily, the North is positioned to be a commercial business district serving the regional market base. So what does a regional market base mean? So it serves outside New Valley as well. It could be Tagaytay, Alabang, Binyan, San Pedro, etc. While Central and South is primarily focused on the organic residential population of New Valley. But we do have some commercial districts within the Central and South. So we have 27 residential projects currently in New Valley. 25 are villages, and then 2 mid-rise condo projects. So namely, it's Amaya. 16,000 units have actually been sold, although 3,000 units are already occupied. Given this, we already have 11,000 current residents for New Valley. So New Valley is the current estate that has all the 4 brands with all current residents. Just to brief you on the commercial development. So I think New Valley, when this was launched, the first thing people would say, ay, kusan may koi. So that's what they knew about New Valley. So it still has its lakeside activities, namely the boat rides, the fish feeding, and then we have our third-party locator, which is SNR, and then SEDA, the 2-tower hotel development, Ayala Mall, Soledad, and offices. And then to support this as well for the residential community, we have 3 schools. So that's namely Xavier School, Miriam College, and Everest Academy. Okay, so after more than 10 years, what's next for New Valley? So just last year, we're very proud of this. We did the build-to-suit deal with Uniqlo Building. So this opened last December 2022. So this is a build-to-suit project together with the Uniqlo team. So we actually did from the conceptualization, design, and then construction. So to highlight what the Uniqlo team liked about when you were dealing with them is we built an activity park right beside it. So that's the highlight for this Uniqlo project. And then we will be building another park right beside Uniqlo on its left side. Next also is McDonald's opened its 700th store in New Valley. So this is a sustainable branch. So aside from this, they also jump-started Tour de McDo to promote a healthier lifestyle inside New Valley as well. Recently, I think last month, Coffee Bean also opened their roadside store in New Valley. To highlight as well, Coffee Bean has an existing branch inside Soledad Mall. So they are also expanding even inside New Valley as well. And then recently, we also opened Landers in New Valley. So if you would notice, this is Landers and this is SNR. So it's about less than 500 meters, the distance away. So we actually have 4 groceries inside New Valley, namely Landmark, Robinsons, SNR, and Landers. This actually proves that we are serving a regional market base. And then next as well, so I think after the pandemic, this is a good indication that office development is going down south. So last June, we actually, the Ayala Land offices team did an expansion inside New Valley. It's called the New Valley Techno Hub. It's a 2-tower office development, about 6 floors for each tower. This is slated to be open by next year as well. So you can see the current land development works when you go on site. This is actually facing the lake as well. Another office development, so true to its testament, we already have 1 office locator that's actually opened its building. It's named LHK South. So this is a 9-tower office building. And then by next year, the Calma Group is also will be completing its residential project. It's actually an architectural museum and a residential development by the Calma team as well. Okay, going to the project, so I think you're all familiar with this. This is East Block New Valley. So it's a 12-hectare mixed-use development. We're actually pleased to inform you that we've already completed phase 1 and we are ready for turnover by end of August. For phase 2, this is slated to be completed by end of the year as well. So We are also completing the East Block Garden. So it's an 8,600 square meter park that will be completed by next year. So for East Block, just highlighting the completed infra developments. So the stub outs are ready. If you would notice on site, the street lights are there, the trees are there, sidewalks and bike lanes as well. Um, just to orient you as well. So part of the development of East Block is also expanding the estate road, which is called Nature Avenue Expansion. If you're familiar from Santa Rosa Tagaytay Road, this is Qualimed, now called Healthway. So this is called Nature Avenue Expansion. If you would go there recently, we are actually expanding Nature Avenue, which is right beside East Block. So this is also slated to be completed by end of the year. So next, we're going down south. So this was just launched last year. It's called Central Block New Valley. So this is right at the middle of New Valley and in between Xavier School and Avida Ridgeview. So if you would notice, we have already done 18% of the land dev works when you go down on site. So medyo mausok siya, as we say. Okay. So some earthworks, road grading, and then installation of the sewer lines and drainage line. Similar to East Block, so to promote commercial development, we are also expanding the estate road, which is right beside Central Block, called Conservation Avenue. So it's currently at 2 lanes, but once completed, this would be about 6 lanes. Okay. Again, so we have 4 groceries inside Nuvali. But then again, as the estate development team, we've also analyzed that the residents need also to support the basic needs. I think this was done due to the pandemic. So typically for Filipinos, ay may nakalimutang tinapay or something, water. So instead of going all the way to Soledad to go to the grocery, we've actually closed a deal with Mary Mart to build a build-to-suit building for them. So this is a standalone grocery. And in support, we will be also having the shops. So again, this is to support the organic Nuvali residential community as well. So this is just some perspectives. So this is the Marymount building. It's about a 2,000 square meter GLA. Just some renders as well of the parks that we are building inside. So the whole complex, it's about 1.5 hectares. This is called the shops, and our main anchor is Marymart. Then by end of the year, we will be launching the shops, and this will be open for releasing. So this is for Central Bank. And then next, we're going farther down south. So part of the development of Nuvali is activating also the other areas. I think you're all familiar with the Wake Park, which was closed due to the pandemic. So after this, we said we need a new activation for all the residents, commercial locators as well. That's why we are also launching a driving range inside Nuvali. Okay, just to orient you, so this is the old Wake Park. This is about a 58-hectare development of parcel. So part of the play park, one of our main components would be the driving range. So this is a driving range. These are the heating bays. I think it's about 24 hitting bays if I recall. And then aside from that, I think when New Valley was launched, as mentioned a while ago, it was known for the sports. So for the bike trails, we're actually reactivating it again and opening the bike trails here. Yeah, so bike trails. So aside from that, we'll also have a designated park and a garden center. So by next year, we'll have more plans and designs for you to share with you. And I hope by the next meeting, you'll still be there. Okay, for East Block. So for East Block, as mentioned, we have 4 remaining commercial lots. But recently, we got approval to open another New Valley Boulevard lot. So I think by Friday, we'll give Deo the details and he'll be the one to share with you as well. Okay. So for the New Valley Boulevard lot, it will be here. Okay. For Central Block, as mentioned, we have 16 remaining commercial lots here as well. This will be ready for turnover by 2026. Okay, so that's it for Nuvali.
Question. Maybe someone would ask what that new lot in East Block will be. The Nuvali, along Nuvali Boulevard, because you all know that all the lot markers were labeled sold. Then again, there's one property that was released. It was on hold by top management because of its location.
Yes.
And now we'll make available that one property. That's lot 3. Question? It seems that you're so familiar with Nuvali, nothing to be asked. Even with the fresh updates, the driving range, the garden center, the bike trail. Marami pa yung dapat ilabas si Hana, pero next year na siguro
next
niya
year
sabihin.
ka. Sana next year I'll see you pa.
A lot of things in store for Nuvali, not only just these slides presented. No question, then we can move to the next estate. Thank you, Hana. Round of applause, please, for Hana Pascual, Miss Hana.